What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fresh Roots AMG. I am your host, Fresh Roots, and boys, we are in the AMG GTS. We got the vehicle data up on the screen. Pretty cool screen that comes on the AMG GTS. Shows you your throttle control, shows you how much braking that you're using percentage-wise. Kind of gives you a little display screen of the car, which is pretty cool. It even gives you little track lines on the side, which is pretty sweet, guys. Today's video, guys, is we are going to go over the original window sticker of my AMG GTS. I got it right here on my phone. So we're gonna pull up, we're gonna hop out of the GTS, and I'm gonna show you all the little options on this car, all the additional options from the factory that came on this car. We're gonna go over the paint spec, the interior, the carbon, etc. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So you already know this is a 2016 AMG GTS. We'll start with the paint spec. The paint spec on this car is the diamond white metallic, and I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, it's kind of a gloomy day, so you can't really get the metallic specs in it. And it is a completely different colored car in the sunlight. It looks absolutely amazing. And on a gloomy day like this, it kind of gets this almost matte, creamy finish on the car, which I absolutely love with the tinted windows. I haven't even decided to change the wheels on this car because I feel like it just flows. A lot of people do a chrome delete, they get rid of all the chrome, but to be honest with you, I feel like in a couple years, when you look at older cars that has been done to, I feel like it starts to look tacky. So I don't want to do anything with that car until I end up wrapping it and completely changing the color on the car. As of right now, I really like the diamond white metallic, especially with these wheels. I actually specifically searched for a car with these wheels, so I absolutely love these wheels. I remember they have these same wheels on the SLS, so I'm super stoked on these wheels and the color of the car, the diamond white metallic. Most of you guys already know this, but for those of you that do not, this is a twin turbo V8 with a manual sequential gearbox and automatic mode and paddle shifter. So you have the option of going paddle shift or full-blown automatic mode. And let me tell you guys, the auto mode is just as fun as the manual shifting mode. 90% of the time I'm using the shifters and I'm in race mode, but driving over here, I actually, because the car was cold, I actually went sport plus auto mode, and it was a completely different driving experience. So, and it is a dual clutch transmission, guys, so it doesn't get much better than that in the supercar and high performance vehicles world. I personally like twin turbo V8. Some people like the V10s. Some people get the Huracans and twin turbo those, which are super cool. But from out of the box, I like the twin turbo V8 the most from AMG, guys. Up next is this absolutely beautiful red interior. My favorite interiors that I've seen personally on the GTSs and even the GTRs. All the GTRs came with the black and yellow stitching. This is an absolutely beautiful interior on the AMG, guys. So this is part of the AMG Pro line. It's an exclusive Napa leather, and the color is called Bengal Reds, and I absolutely love it, guys. It is beautiful inside. It gives you a luxury feel while being in a race car, something that is really kind of difficult to get as far up as you go in the line. It doesn't matter if you're talking Lambo, McLaren, it's pretty difficult to marry those two. So this is kind of a very beautiful luxury interior while also giving you the performance of a race car, guys. So I absolutely love the red interior on my AMG GTS. Next option was an additional option from the factory, is actually a $500 option on the window sticker, and it's going to be this matte carbon fiber trim. So you get this matte carbon fiber right here in the center console. You get it right here above the AC vents. You get it also right here across the doors. And to be honest with you, I could not imagine this car without having this carbon fiber interior trim. As soon as I saw that, it was just like, every time I saw an additional little thing in this car, I was like, oh, I really love that. So I really loved them marrying this red with the carbon and the black on the interior. Absolutely nailed it. And that's a factory option, guys. It was $500 from the factory for that option. Next up is actually something that you cannot see, but you definitely can feel when driving the car. It was an $875 option from the factory, and it's the lane assist package. So essentially what that is I don't know exactly what the technology and how they figure it out. I'm assuming there's sensors and stuff, just like with the parking sensors. But when you're in a lane and you begin to get out of that lane, the steering wheel will buzz, it'll vibrate, and it'll pretty much let you know that you're swerving out of lane. So if you're distracted, you're looking at your phone, or something happens in the car and you're looking out of the way, you're just getting distracted, you're tired while driving, it will let you know by buzzing. Of course, you can turn that off. Personally, I've grown to like it. It lets me know when I'm getting off the line, when I'm just driving in normal freeway driving conditions, and it's something that I actually kind of enjoy on the AMG. And also included in that $875 lane assist package is the blind spot assist. And this has actually saved me a couple times already. And essentially what that is if you're indicating right or left to get into any of the lanes to make a lane change, and you do not see somebody that's in one of your blind spots, the car will beep and the steering wheel will buzz. So it'll let you know that there's somebody in the blind spot in that lane that you're trying to switch into. I mean, that's just a super cool option. It's something that I really could have used on my McLaren 12C, as there was some blind spots in the right and left corners that would prevent me from feeling safe and making some lane changes at times. I always looked over 100 times when changing lanes in that car. I think it's a really cool option in this car, and it actually has saved me a couple times already. So that's a part of that package, $875 from the factory. Now, so this next option is actually kind of ridiculous to me. It's a $3,600 option, and what it is it gets you this black headliner, and it also gets you some ambient lighting. And you might think, oh man, everything lights up in this car for $3,600, but it's really not. It's just 2 strips of light that come out from underneath these little indents on the center console. There's one over here and there's one also over here, but that is essentially the ambient lighting. And I've even seen in the forum some guys have said, hey, I got charged $3,600 for the ambient lighting, and I'm looking for it. I don't see what the button is, because on some of the S classes there's ambient lighting and it lights up the car like a bunch of different colors, but literally the ambient lighting on this car is 2 little strips. But I think it looks really cool. But for $3,600, I think they should have thrown in something else, or they shouldn't have made it that expensive of an option. Then again, I couldn't imagine the car without it, because at night it does look kind of cool. So that is the $3,600 exclusive interior package. That's what it's called. So pretty cool option. I don't know if I would have checked the box on that option, but then again, if you're speccing one of these cars from new, you probably have deep pockets, and I personally, if I ever have that opportunity to spec one of these cars new, I think I'm going to check every single box, guys. So pretty cool option. That's the ambient lighting. The exclusive interior package gets you the lighting here, and it gets you this black headliner up there. So pretty cool. All right, guys, you see this right here, and you see that right there? That is literally the most expensive option on this car from factory. The Burmester sound system for this car, it is a $4,500 option from factory. And unfortunately, I don't listen to music while driving a sports car. I didn't listen to music while driving my McLaren, and I sure as hell don't listen to music while driving my AMG GTS. Occasionally, I'll put on talk radio, believe it or not. I'm an old school guy like that. But I do not listen to music, so it kind of goes to waste, and it's a $4,500 option from the factory, guys. Next option is actually going to be this black trim that I kind of alluded to earlier. This is going to be a $500 option. They call it an exclusive interior trim option, and it gets you the black instead of the silver or chrome, which I've seen the silver or chrome, and some people actually prefer it. I personally was stoked to be able to get the black gloss interior with the matte carbon. Really cool. I've also seen the gloss carbon, and I like that better than the matte carbon, but then again, I did not spec this car from brand new. I bought it secondhand. It was a $144,000 car, brand new, you guys. So I paid half that price. So the original owner got to spec the car however they want, and it had $15,000 in additional options from the factory. The MSRP at $144,000 for this car when it came out of the factory. And I am the second owner of it. So pretty much the original owner paid $144 grand. They spec'd it how they wanted to. They took the delivery, they put 26,000 miles onto it, and then I purchased the car at that point in time. So very stoked to be able to get this car. Like all the options that came on this car, I'm super stoked with it, and I'm glad to be able to share it with you guys. This is just a video that I wanted to kind of come on and share and show you some of the actual window sticker options and how much they cost, and what the original window sticker price was of this car. 144 grand. It's not cheap, guys. So I'm really stoked on this car, and I can't wait to show you guys more of the adventures with it. Up next is actually going to be these seat belts. This is a $500 factory option to get the silver seat belts. That's another reason I don't want to do a full chrome delete or anything. I like all the little bit of silver accents kind of in the center console. I like it right here. I don't mind it on the door handles and around the V8 bi-turbo badge. I think it's pretty cool, especially when the original owner thought it was pretty cool enough to get a $500 silver seatbelts option. So I think that's pretty cool. But $500 option from the factory, right there, silver seatbelts. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I have so many plans and adventures with this AMG GTS. I couldn't be more stoked with it. We have more mods, more adventures on the way, so stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Much love.